Good morning. It is not morning, to be fair. It is 12:30. I'm just back from a fasted upper body session, lads. And a really good session at that. A really, really good session at that. Today is Thursday. I just went in and I said, right, I'm going to attack it this morning. Had a really good sleep, really good cardio session, and I was feeling good. So I was just like, right, I'm going to get training out the way nice and early so I don't have to be stressing about going training after. One of the things I've been doing post-workout and in the evening now as well is more magnesium. So I've been doing magnesium straight away after the gym every day. Rest days as well, if I remember, I'll throw in magnesium. And I'll speak about supplements in a few minutes. Lads, I'm just going to take you through like the post-workout routine here, what's been going on. And as I said to you, this week I really definitely did start to feel the prep pinch, which I've been saying to you, I've been waiting for it for a long time. So I'm literally just back in the door from the gym. I had 2 scoops of pumpage this morning. So that's what we were running off. 2 scoops of pumpage. I had 2 coffees, to be fair. I did have 2 coffees. The caffeine, there's like an extra coffee going in there now every single day, an extra Americano. I had my hydration as well post cardio this morning, the melon and apple flavour. The melon and apple flavour might be like overtaking the pineapple and strawberry for me. I don't know what it is, like just with ice as well now. Like just like all these small little things now, lads, that kind of way. But we had a new low on the scales as well this morning. Now GH, growth hormone, was out like over the last day because I was waiting for it to come in the post. That came today, so that's back in now again. So we might see a spike in body weight over the next couple of days, small little bit, but nothing for us to be worried about. Yesterday was a rest day. Yesterday was a relatively tough one now. Like energy levels and everything were fairly tanked, I'm not going to lie, which is just part of it now over the next number of weeks. But today I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Like I will be knocked out later on. But what I noticed yesterday was earlier on in the day, like I was on the go, I was on the move, so we didn't have even much time to think about it. Hunger levels, to be fair, hunger is picking up that small little bit, like I'm not going to lie. But it's just the energy levels. Like if I could just give the rest of the carbs that I have now for more energy, that would be great. That kind of way. If I could like buy more energy, it would be fantastic. But it's what I noticed yesterday, like I was really like in a bit of a hole like for early on in the day. And then like I kind of picked up a little bit later on in the day. That kind of way when you get a second wind sometimes, like it's just day by day at this point now, lads. Do you know what I mean? Like we're in 2 days time. Today's Thursday. We're going to be 5 weeks out. And we have our photo shoot this weekend. So it's a busy next couple of days and we're going to be busy. But I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to take you through absolutely every part of that. With the lads now, obviously they're in peak week. For me, like I know I said to you, like peak week has begun for that, but like we're just running straight through. Do you know what I mean? Like food and everything is staying the exact same for me. Like food got dropped on Monday. Like obviously we've got show number 1 in 5 weeks time. Do you know? Like I'm not here to mess around. I'm just going to run in as normal to that shoot on Sunday, have crack with the lads, like get a few shots taken, and then crack on as normal. Do you know that kind of way? Like my priority with that is just do as I normally do. Like can take my pumpage. We're still like post-workout. I will pop today's post-upper session. A couple of shots up from there. Like still getting really good pumps. Like that's fasted as well. Do you know that kind of way? Yeah. I did whip a few mince sleep poses. I need to just get on it with the pose and hard now over the next couple of weeks because the time is going to fly by, and the last thing I want to be stressing about, which I still will be, is the posing. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just no need for it when I can just be really on top of it now. Obviously bodybuilding posing, and then I just want to get the men's physique. Like I've yet to do a men's physique lesson. Do you know that kind of way? So ice and drinks, lads. Ice and drinks has been a game changer. I'm going to start prepping the food. But with the lads, I'm really enjoying this week now. It's just about keeping stress low. bringing them back to life in terms of filling them up with food now and just being smart with that and just assessing a couple of times a day really, and they're really, really coming to life there now, which is really good. So we're going to bring our very best look come Sunday. And it's always a fun process. Always a really fun process coming into a shoot and just make them have a really good experience on Sunday for their shoot that they've been working towards for however many weeks. So we're going to have that to look forward to come Sunday, and we'll see all about that, and then they'll be enjoying their food post-shoot, whatever it is that they decide to do. For me right now, I need to start prepping a little bit of food for the day, and then I need to get back on the laptop and on it. Also, as well, lads, I will tell you, that Ninja Blast, this is the top of it, has been like a game changer for us. I really do recommend it. It goes together like that. There is a little bit of water still in this, but like I can't wait to like bring this with me when I need it to make like post-workout shakes, just because it's so convenient, like, and it's the perfect size. I make all our Ninja Creamies now with this yolk. It was on sale, like I think it was under 50 quid when we got it, and it's just so small. Like I was using that big blender, which was stupid, because we had it, but it was like leaking and everything, and it was just like, ugh. And that yolk is so convenient. Just charge it up with the like USB-C charger really quick. And I also make Dan's like acai bowl kind of thing in the morning that she has there as well. Dan is really on the ball now, to be fair, lads, which, as you saw in yesterday's video, is definitely making things easier for us across the board. Just her being on top of it. Coming into the summer, she's going to be happy with the way she's looking, which is going to be really enjoyable. So post-workout is chicken and rice. Jasmine rice, chicken breast, and then salad. And then you could say it would be a better idea to like do the cream of rice post-workout, but I like doing my chicken salad. I don't know why. The chicken salad I just prefer, and then I like having the cream of rice later on. So I kind of go like chicken and rice. So I have a carb hit, and then I have mince and rice, I think. Do I? Or do I have the omelette? No, I do mince and rice. Then I do, no, not mince and rice. I just do mince and veg. Then I do cream of rice, so another hit of carbs. And then I do my omelette, and then I do turkey burgers and rice as my last meal, and then I have my creamy at the end of the day, and it's just perfect setup. Keen also did swap out potatoes in the final rest day meal instead of rice. So I'm having potatoes in there. I had them for the first time again in ages last night, and they were really nice. Little potatoes chopped up in the air fryer, like you see me, like I've always done. They were nice for a change as well. So we have them in the rest day meal plan now. Probably won't be long until they're in the training day meal plan as well. But all is good. I'm going to get my chicken out here now. I need to come around. I'm just going to keep this raw. Like, hopefully you are having a good time, having a good day, potentially having a good cardio session. I got a nice pump. I haven't done a sunbed now at all. We're going to be getting a spray tan on Saturday evening. Haven't gotten a spray tan in a good few years, so I need to do like full body shave and everything. I did get a Philips one blade, and Brooklyn, don't start that now. Also, today's can of Monster is going to be, that is cold, an Ultra Paradise. So we're going to get the food prepped. I'll probably like prep the food really quick and then come back and chat to you when I have the food prepped, because it's going to start getting loud in here when the air fryer. Brooklyn, relax. When the air fryer is going, the microwave is going, the bloody kettle is going for making the cream of rice. I'm also running out of cream of rice. I don't know what cream of rice to buy. If you do have any recommendations, do let me. Brooklyn! What the hell? Shush, I'm trying to record here. I need some recommendations. I'm thinking about ordering Conte Sports cream of rice, if I can. It does look very tempting. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, okay? Because I need to get back to work and blah, 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 blah. Because the next couple of days are going to be full on, but we're going to have fun doing it. So I'll touch base with you when I've got the food prepped, and we'll just have a little chat on everything that's going down right now, as I said to you, and where we're kind of at, because I like doing that. And I'm showing you along the way, I suppose. Like, we are definitely at that point now where it's just taking it one day at a time. We're going to be, digging relatively hard, and that's what we're here for. So I'm going to take you through the whole experience with me. I hope you can like feel that experience that little bit as well. Do you know, that kind of way? Like, feel it, lad. Also, just walk and talk with me while I'm doing this, because why not? I'll also make myself a cup of tea. It just unwinds me a small little bit, man, whatever it is. And I really, really enjoy it. But with my meats at the moment, lads, I cook them like super, super fast. Chop up the chicken, season it into the air fryer, like max heat. And it makes it like nice and crispy on the outside. I'll show it to you when it's done. It's same with my mincemeat. Like my mincemeat takes like 8 minutes or something like that. It just makes things a lot more efficient across the board. So every meal that I'm having is super efficient and super quick, so I don't have to wait long for it. And then days that I'm obviously not at home, we just prep the food. But even when I'm prepping it, like, it just takes so little time. It's so handy, really, really handy. So yeah, that's the cream rice I've been using, the banoffee, lads. I've only, like, to be fair, any flavour is going to be nice to me right now. Do you know what I mean? But that banoffee is absolutely unreal. Haven't had a banoffee pie in a very, very long time. But cream rice done, that needs to go in the microwave now as well. I'm just not sure, because I really want like a bag of the JP chocolate fudge as well. But like, seeing people saying the Conte ones are way nicer, like, you know, that kind of way. I'm just not 100% sure. But cream of rice, go in the microwave and actually properly cook it. Also, fellas, this is the seasoning that I use for all the meat. Well, the chicken and the mince. Give that a go. Really, really nice. Just keep it consistent every single day. Absolutely delicious. Smoky barbecue from Aldi. And then also saw this in Mark Hodson's video. He agrees, well, not agrees, but he thinks, and I agreed with him, the Aldi cinnamon is the nicest cinnamon that there is. I thought I was the only one. But the ground cinnamon from Aldi is way nicer, lads. Way nicer. Get my salt then and weigh out the salt for the day. Yeah, I don't think I said it, but I think body weight 76, was it 76.2 this morning? I think it could have been 76.2. 76.2 and 76.4 yesterday, I think it was. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We will be the very low 70s, I do reckon, once we're done getting fat off. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. And the sludge we've also gone for today, lads, is sweet and salty popcorn. My man. Fast forward a few minutes later. That's my barbecue. Done and dusted. The post-workout meal done and dusted, lads. Nice serving of protein, to be fair. Like, look at that chicken. Nice and cremated. And that is post-workout. That is post-workout meal. Meal number 1 of the day. And I'm going to crack back into work. Like, I've got good energy there now today. Right now I do anyway, you know, and I'm going to take advantage of it. Because yesterday, lads, like, I just couldn't pick up the camera to talk. Do you know that kind of way? Like, when you're just like, no, because I'm just not going to be able to give anything. Do you know that kind of way? So it really is just going to be a day-by-day thing over the next number of weeks. I've got my salt here. I am going to just take like a little bit of the salt. Like, you just want to kind of go even enough across the whole day for that. So I've got that for across 6 meals, you know, which is absolutely perfect. I'll get my ketchup out there now, and that'll be post-workout. 200 gram of chicken, 52 gram of jasmine rice, 75 grams of pineapple. The beauty of that frozen pineapple from Lidl as well, for whatever reason, you can just always land it on, like, sometimes you get the beautiful 75 grams, but usually it's like 74. I hate, like, if you end up on like 76 or something, like, you have to bring it back down, because it's just where the head do be at, lads. But now that I've sat down, I'm like, oh God, I'm going to be in a slump here, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We've got a day of work to crack into. Nice few steps done, to be fair, like, from moving about, even just in the gym and everything. Lovely session done. As I said to you, it's just about being on top of everything now, and posing is that big thing that I just really need to be on top of now over the next number of weeks, because, you know, the time is going to absolutely fly by. But we'll take you through everything on the daily as much as we possibly can. As I said to you, we've got an exciting couple of days coming up. I've made the conscious decision as well, because I know people have been asking in the comments, not many, but there has been a few, I'm not going to, I have a few bits over there on the table actually, lads. I'm not going to, on here, publicly, I'm 23 years of age. The last thing I want to do is be influencing lads to do and possibly like make decisions that they shouldn't be making or like aren't making the right decision for, that kind of way. So talking about like the cycle that I'm on and everything like that, I think would just be silly. Like what I can say, and it is something I'm thinking about doing, there is an option on here. First and foremost, that's what coaching is for. If that is the route that you want to go down, and having someone in charge of making the decisions in terms of what someone does take, because everyone is completely different. Do you know what I mean? Like what I'm taking in my cycle is going to be completely different to what the next man needs. That kind of way, in terms of the stuff he uses or the stuff she uses and the amounts. It's completely person dependent. What I will say to you is we're obviously on blast, you could say, and then post prep we'll be going into a health phase, to get blood markers in a really good spot, and it'll be exciting to see, where bloods are at, and then we'll be running that, cruise, you call it, where you're just kind of at kind of physiological range, getting the body healthy again after prep, depending on where bloods are at, and then into the off season, after we've reversed out really, really well, and get back on blast, and run it like that. But it hasn't been, and it's nothing like crazy. Like look at the size of me, I haven't got stupid amounts of muscle, like again, for us right now, we're not in a situation, like look at this meal, we're not in an optimal muscle building environment. It's not to be building muscle right now at this point, like it's to maintain the level of size that I've got there, and that little bit of assistance is going to help. The few fat burners that I do take there in the morning, like with cardio and everything, they're going to help and everything. There is like little different bits and bobs, but there's so many considerations that have to go into it, and that's why I said there, that's what coaching is there for. So if you do want to jump on board, a link is in the description below, lads, and we can talk about it on there, and we can, run through all the considerations. The financial aspect of it as well is a massive part to it that you need to take into consideration, because the minute you make the decision, you need to be able to stick with that decision. And mentally, for me, grand, fine, I've made that decision, I made that decision myself, and I'm all good with that. But there's just so many considerations that need to go into it. I could talk about it all day long. So as I said, I'm not going to be talking about exactly what I'm on, what I'm running, like, all the bits that you probably already know about. I'm probably taking a lot of them. Not loads of stuff, but like, you know what I mean. Do you know, that kind of way? I am potentially thinking there is an option on here of a members page. Now, it's not free, but it is something that people might be able to make use of, that we can talk about, and it's something that I am looking into, for the foreseeable, and something that we can look at doing on here as well for people that are invested, and want to take that next step in terms of what we're doing. But hopefully I'm giving you a really good breakdown of, everything we're doing on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to enjoy my meals for the rest of the day. I'm going to crack on with work. I'm going to get the dog out for a walk. It is very, very nice out. I'm going to try and get the lawn cut later on this evening, because I'm not going to get time this weekend. We've got people coming and going through the house as well, which I'm really looking forward to. Danielle mightn't be, because when she cleans it, she's like, my house is clean now, make sure you keep it clean. And I am pretty good to stay on top of it, to be fair. But that is the current situation as of Thursday, the 20-something of May. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Like, that we're absolutely like at the end of May nearly, lads. Like, that's how fast time is going by. The coaching team is the strongest it's ever been, with the level of inquiries that are coming through, and the people I'm working with. I'm really, really enjoying every single process right now across the board. And it's just about that daily work, getting people and getting the result out of people that they're coming to you for, and there's no better feeling than that. And obviously we've got the photo shoot now at the weekend. We have another group photo shoot that people are lining up for as well, which, if there's anyone on here that might be thinking of that later in the year, so the second group photo shoot for the more so back end of the year, that is something, if anyone wants to chat to me about that. And if anyone is looking to step on stage, obviously, that's the process I'm going through right now. Keen's got, a good few competitors in the back end of the year. If I can get potentially 1 to 2 lads that we're back and forth with at the moment, to potentially prep for a couple of the shows later on in the year, the natty shows. We're looking at that as well, but we'll see, all in due course. Obviously, we're on here every single day. I'm going to take you through it. We're taking it one day at a time, and that is the biggest thing that I can just really, really recommend to you, is just taking it one day at a time, lads. Like, do exactly what you need to do today, nail it, right? Finish up the day, be present in the day. You know, I definitely actually noticed that, you know, even after the video with Danielle that you would have saw yesterday. We were talking after, like, and it's just about me, you know, taking a step back for a second and like actually just being there and kind of just being more honest and in it with Danielle. Do you know that kind of way? And just being present. Like, we were chatting last night, which was lovely, a little bit more than we've chatted all week, and it was just fucking nice, man. You know that kind of way? Like, it's all go, 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 but you just need to stop and just like for a second and like think, okay, do you know, I'm doing all this bang, 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 bang here, but like, what's actually important? You know what I mean? And that girl is bloody important to me. I can tell you that. I can really, really tell you that. And I cannot wait to give back the time that's needed to give back to her and everyone else that needs it post-prep, and just do it right and stay in shape for her, lads. You're going to have to hold me accountable with staying in shape. As much as I'm going to want to show you some nice, dirty, well, not dirty, but like, you know, nice food on here after prep. Like, you know, I'm a foodie. I'm a big, big foodie. We're going to keep it tidy. And I think documenting that on here is going to be a big, big part of it for me as well. So you are a big part of my accountability. I need you to keep showing up as my accountability. So do drop the video a like. Comment down below if there is anything you want to see, lads. Obviously, there has been kind of a little bit of a mix with the videos over the last week, again, I think. And there will be more and more. I'm hoping to get more people on here over the next number of weeks throughout the entire summer. You know, not just on prep, but like post-prep and everything, when I have more life in me and do more stuff and not just solely focused on getting to the stage and just, you know, the business, where that's all I have time for right now. But we will have loads to look forward to. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, we'll see you tomorrow. Do you want a taste test? I haven't even taken a taste test myself yet. Let's get some crispy chicken. There's a little bit of rice sticking out here. Let's get some pineapple. Does anyone care about the veg? Probably not. Have I got a bit of everything? For anyone who's... Fuck. Why do I do it? For anyone who has finished their food for the day, there isn't even any rice left on it. That crunches the chicken.